Guys, we're back at the Art of Whiskey, man. I love when it's the core. It's going to pick up. Got a few messages, but every now and then when it gets to this quiet, so we can get some work done. Now, shout out to everybody who's a whiskey fanatic, a whiskey fan. We're going to get into some bottle kills, and we're going to crack this. Eric, you tried this.
I have.
How was it?
It was very good. A little too sweet.
Jimmy, you like sweet though, right?
I do.
I shouldn't say too. On the sweeter side.
Dude, you can have more. The only other person's having that is Chance.
So Jimmy didn't get this. He says, I didn't see this anywhere. Where did he post this at? Because it's there for purchase, but it's not on.
Yeah, nobody talked about it. And then
I don't think it's online.
It's not.
It's at the blendery only, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's blendery only.
Okay. Well, I already tried it too, so I'm acting like I ain't had it. I for sure had it because I was there, but.
I want him to try that 150th Jack JD real quick to warm his palate.
little whiskey
Little
sauce.
Coy Hill from 150th anniversary. It's pretty damn good. We started off.
We're gonna come back to this one because Jimmy.
Man. I like that Jack note in there.
I told you I knew you'd like it.
Peanut.
Yeah. It's good, huh? For a 100 proofer, it's got flavor, dude.
That's a lot of flavor for 100.
That's what I mean.
Let me ask you guys this because part of me telling my whiskey story as I get into building out the story in this whole page is figuring out men collect sometimes cars, watches, whiskey. What else? What is the
The
reason?
difference between men and boys is the price of their toys.
Oh, that's a famous saying. I have heard that one before.
Yeah.
Trains.
You got some sick trains.
Guns.
Guns.
Yep.
Yeah, them dudes, when I tell you, I've been around some jokers got some guns. I'm like, y'all, what are y'all? Are y'all going through something? Is somebody looking for y'all?
Well, the cool thing about guns is, the cool thing about the guns is, I lost all mine in a boating accident, by the way, ATF.
That's good.
No, but the thing about that is they hold value. And a good gun's gonna either increase in value or at least stay the same.
Yep.
So I got some Colt Python. I got a Colt Python that's just sitting pretty at a nice, if I ever, God forbid, needed to sell it, it's gonna bring me full.
So you guys build your collections based on value.
On the probably the type, like the make.
Okay, well, give me perspective
similar
on
to whiskey.
how to build a whiskey collection. Because he said he liked the peanut note and Jack, and I'm like, I haven't had enough Jack to know. That's the truth. I don't know.
So it's one of the unique profiles that you get out of Jack Daniels versus the Wild Turkey Funk, sweetness, more sweetness from the wheaters that Maker's Mark. So
It's got its own lane.
It's got its own lane. So as far as building out a collection, it's just a variation, which I recommend people do.
Yeah.
Try different distilleries just to figure out what your lane is, what kind of flavors you like, what kind of profiles you like, and that'll help you hone in on a lane. That way you don't have to buy everything. And then be disappointed when you open certain things. So.
No, 100%.
What was the bottle then that made you guys think I need to buy more whiskey, or did you already know you were getting into whiskey? Because kind of like I think shoes in a sense, I became a Yeezy fan, and not because I actually like the brand. He's built a shoe that solves a problem, and the problem was I got bad feet. As our feet get older, they flatten, so the bottom part of a Yeezy's like this wide.
Yeah, for your splay.
And then the back part has got like this much cushion.
It's perfect.
So I was like, I'd never spend that much on money. But I was spending the same amount on. I buy a pair of running shoes every 90 days because I run through them. So I'm like, am I a Yeezy collector? No, I wear the shit up. If I showed you some of the pair I got, Oreos alone are $800. Yeah. Mine got a split in the back because I wore them to the gym and everywhere else because they just were. You forget you got them on. So in you guys' case, what was the bottle that made you start collecting whiskey?
For me, I think it was Wild Turkey. What the hell's the one? The barrel proof one. Rare breed.
Rare breed. You just had the rye too. That's a really good one.
The rye is really good too, but it was a little higher proof. It was barrel strength, so that got me over into the higher proof.
And the price, right? The price is right.
Price $50. But a little higher proof, 116, but still drank easy. So that told me that higher proof isn't necessarily just
something to be scared of.
Just a proof thing.
Yeah.
So it was more of that well-rounded flavor I was not really expecting, but found and thought, man, there's more to this lane. And then getting over into the Russell's Reserve, the 10-year, and some of those unique ones, it's like, man, there's a lot of variation within that distillery that gets you aged, can get you some proof. And and the price isn't terrible.
It isn't terrible. Like I remember, I was a whiskey whore a little bit when I first started for brands. Like I would I was just buying, but I also would get in like 10-year Russell Reserves for $30.
Yep.
And those were great offerings. I was getting a lot of better deals back then, but I didn't really focus on what I liked. I just bought whiskey and drank it to try to figure that out.
Yep.
Now, if I look back, I would do it differently. I would probably go to restaurants and try a lot of different offerings before I, purchase bottles. Because I still got bottles from that Jack Daniels from 2015. Like, finally getting done with it. Like, wow, that's too long.
You guys approve. I'm never starting a collection. As long as I've got collective friends, then we'll always get into some collective shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wean my shit down to what I like now, though.
I mean, that's kind of what I asked the guy too. I said, so if you ran the numbers for the 1,500 bottles you own, you could have bought 100 bottles of the ones you like and still not drank it all, right?
And have a lot more money, probably.
And a lot more money. Because, again, price isn't everything. From what I understand, I have a little bit of knowledge about wine, but, not the same. But it's similar to wine where you just can't buy it based on price. You buy a $100 bottle of wine, you expect a better experience than a $30 bottle of wine.
Yeah, and the thing about wine is you got to drink the whole bottle in a day or two.
Right.
With whiskey, it can last you fucking 10 years.
But you like what you like.
Yeah, 100%.
You can get great value for $25. Old Granddad 114, $50.
Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. That's
Evan
another
Williams
one.
Bottle and Bond. So it's not like you spend $100, you're guaranteed to have a better experience.
But you're right.
You can take that $100 and buy 2 or 3 bottles that you always enjoy.
There you have it, guys. Now, again, I'm trying to better understand collective things. I said, Tim, there's a ticker in some people. He says, oh, Trevor, you're going to get it too. I said, Brian called a bug ever. It better add value, and the best value that whiskey's brought to my life is just good people. And that's worth buying, or even bringing bottles back. Like when, Brownie Batter came out on a Friday, I get first crack at most things that are there. When we build our whiskey group, I can't wait to take our guys. As Tim, this time when I go to Kentucky, I want to take, the guys that are coming to the house, ironically, nothing will really change. If we look at it, if Eric came, Buck's already probably gonna be there, and Chance is there. Well, Daniel's from a whole other state. He coming to buy barrels, but if we got first crack out of barrel pick and we build this group out right, that would be interesting, and it would just be plus a few more. And get this, I still wouldn't be there picking the whiskey. We're going to build these guys out. They get to dig into barrels with the guys and figure out which one we want, bring it back and distribute it. I said, now that's interesting.
Keep it whiskey pick.
Bro, you know where I'm taking this and where I'm headed now. Cause I'm like, okay, we need to just lock in and make this thing a thing. And it's a thing because of these guys, to be clear, guys. I cannot and will not do this without some of these guys because I'm better at dogs. I'm way better at dogs. And that's my ticket per se. But it's such an opportunity.
This is fun.
And then my skill set is branding communication, and I've proven that I can do that in anything, and I'm gonna prove it again.
Well, we're just gonna make the work fun. Well, there's work to it. But you just gotta make it fun, bro.
You know what? I've had so much fun getting paid to drink and shoot videos.
The last year's been pretty fun.
My whole life is. If somebody say, you got beer this time, I'm like, oh, we don't do that, buddy. You can't tell me where to be and do nothing. Hey, you gotta hurry. I said, hurry. I said, I don't do no rushing either, buddy. But what time he tells me what time he's leaving, I get there an hour before. I got 21 minutes of work technically. The way that I operate. I know what to do. That's my favorite slide, but man, I cannot wait for these guys to walk into a barrel house and be right there with you guys that are watching as we build a community around this idea. And it's already happening. There's a lot of people who I believe are going to catch wind of the Best Whiskey page.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be like, I want to participate.
It's going to bubble.
The best way to participate is buy the bottle that they choose. And I'm going to record the whole thing.
We'll get our merch going, too. We'll have some merchandise. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. But it started right here. Jimmy, Eric, Chance, and some others. The Blendery gives us it gives us reach, and Tim gives us an opportunity to participate in I think some high level choices that the average person doesn't get to make.
Yep.
And I sit right there with him, making sure that it's all captioned and we get to have a ton of fun. So this is the fun part, the collective part's the fun part. I'd love to see them go down that rabbit hole in a barrel house where you got access to 60 barrels.
Me too.
Carry Jimmy's ass out of there, boy.
I don't know. I might carry a barrel out with me.
You got that backed up like icebox from the Little Giants.
That's
He's
right.
carrying a barrel like this
We're
here.
gonna do the honky kong pick.
Honky tonk pit.
You know what? The Negroes about that.
You know they will.
Stay tuned, keep it whiskey. We'll get into a few more bottles that we got here, crack some things, taste them. Again, whiskey, it's not Coca-Cola. It all tastes different. It's very unique. It's pretty straightforward. I'm tasting a lot of orange on this one, man.
It's cool. I think that was finished in a wine barrel, if I remember
Interesting.
correct.
I was like, that's like tangerine. So now I'm interested to see how it compares to this. But that one is sweet. I do know that. That's why I got it.
Blood Oath is cool though.
It is.
This one's sweet as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that one's 2023, so pack 9. So they've done a couple more since then. I think they're at pack 11. Every year they do a new one. So it's a Blood Oath packed 1 through whatever. I guess 11 now.
Blood Oath on. Yeah. Blood in, blood out, people. Keep it whiskey.